Look at me.
the alpha demanded of her.
She was walked into the alpha's office. Her heart beat rapidly and heavily inside her chest as she felt eyes on her. She knew whose they were. She had always known when he was looking right at her. Now it was no different from before. He didn't say a single word, just stared at her. She could feel the anger pouring off of him. So much anger at just the sight of her. He clearly still hated her. Nothing would ever change that, it seemed. Again, that familiar tinge of pain spread through her chest. Only, with her hands cuffed behind her, she couldn't rub her heart to ease it away like she would normally do. Jackson walked her all the way across the room and pushed her gently into the chair directly in front of his desk, which he was either sitting or standing behind. She did not care to look at him. "Look at me," he demanded of her. She could hear how he was trying to control the anger in his voice, but failing. His rage for her one mistake all those years ago, but could not ignore the command he had issued her. Jayla did not want to look at this man, did not want to have to nearly feel like she was drowning in the depth of his dark blue eyes. So dark they were like looking at the ocean. Her tear-filled eyes moved in an upward direction. He was wearing a charcoal gray suit, unbuttoned with a crisp white shirt underneath. The top 3 buttons also undone, exposing the smooth tan skin beneath. His lips were pressed together in a tightly thin line, his blonde hair styled just like it used to be, short on the sides, long on the top. Looked as though he'd been running his hands through it. No, she told herself. Likely, his Luna had probably been with him recently. Her eyes met his deep dark blue ones. So filled with anger were they, at just looking at her, that she couldn't help it. More tears spilled from her green eyes. He'd never look at her the way he used to. She could not hold his angry gaze for more than a few seconds. It hurt her way too much. Her eyes fell away to look at the floor. This man, the father of her children, hated her so much. His rage was barely contained.